What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman. We're going to go over this Chaos Riders video.
Some more craziness on two wheels for you guys.
Oh, we got a lot going on here. Some road rash. And there's that. So this is Chaos Riders. This is back in 22, but we're going to be focusing on the plan method. We're going to be focusing on how to prevent these crashes and close calls for ourselves. This is more of that mirror neuron understanding, watching other people's demonstrations, basically. Either they do it right or do it wrong, so that we know kind of like what kind of situations we might be getting into and what we can do differently. So I'll be explaining a lot of these things. So let's go ahead and watch this video. If you like this stuff, hit that subscribe button. So we're lane splitting right now. Watch out for anybody coming out of their lane to go into a new lane. It typically happens like this big gap right here. There it is. Good job moving over and applying the brakes. Now, the one thing that really helped him out on this is that we weren't going super fast. I'm assuming it's 34 kilometers an hour in America units. Let's just cut it in half. Let's say 15 to 17 miles an hour. Great. Especially in Arizona, the law does state that you can only lane filter 10, I think it's like 10 miles an hour over. It might be 15 miles an hour over the flow of traffic, and the flow of traffic has to be stopped. So you are only going 10 to 15 miles an hour at all. And so that's going to allow you to apply good progressive brake pressure just in case something does happen and you're able to maneuver in and out of different lane positions. So I did tell you that we're going to talk about the plan method. So let's just do a primer real quick so that you guys understand what we're getting into here. Is that the goal is to constantly put ourselves in a new position for safety where we have good space cushions, at least one escape path, and good line of sight. So we want to be able to see where we're going to. Also, locating hazardous situations like this is a hazardous situation because your escapes to the left and right are diminished. You can only really accelerate or decelerate. So good progressive braking to get yourself out of there, or good emergency acceleration to get yourself out of there. So it's a hazardous situation. Corners, intersections, being in somebody's blind spot are hazardous situations. So you're constantly locating those. Also assessing the relevant threats and then navigating those active ones. And a relevant threat is somebody trying to merge into you, start doing some stuff, and then they become an active threat. So you got to get yourself out of there with emergency acceleration, emergency swerving, emergency braking. One of those things. Only 3 things you can do on the road. So you don't want to layer down any of that stuff. So when I was talking about recognizing patterns, so right now, none of these vehicles can switch over unless they're going to hit another vehicle. And typically car drivers are looking for other vehicles. We talk about a little bit about inattentional blindness. And what that means is that car drivers are looking for other people like them. Okay, so their brain is focused on that, and it actually removes anything else. And so most people on the road are car drivers. So car drivers are looking for car drivers. Their brain shuts off because there's too much information coming in, so that it shuts off the view of pedestrians sometimes, definitely motorcyclists. That's why you feel like you're invisible out on the road, is quite literally other people's brains are not recognizing you out on the road. And if you understand that, that means you are invisible, which is not good. So you need to make yourself visible or keep yourself safe. That's your job. That's your responsibility. So we're coming up through here. They can't swerve. These vehicles can't swerve left or right because they're going to hit other vehicles, because that's what they're paying attention to. But if there's a big gap like this when you're lane filtering or lane splitting and you see a gap like that over on the left, they're looking over and they're recognizing there's no other vehicles there. That's a possibility. It's a relevant threat. You're assessing if it's a relevant threat if they can come over. Okay, that's one of the things you got to be concerned about. So when you start to see that stuff, and you're like, kind of weird, you slow it down a little bit. You prepare for your escape path. And if nothing happens, nothing happens. But if something does happen, you are prepped for that. You can do this in your car. You can do this when you're walking on the sidewalk. Definitely do it if you're riding a motorcycle. So they switch over like this. He's reaching for that front brake, was not speeding. He's going to do some good progressive brake pressure. He's going to move himself off into the new lane. Now, you could stay right here, but he's going to move himself off in the new lane. The one thing that's going to save him is that progressive braking. And this is why you practice your braking skills out in the parking lot. And right now, there's 30% off of everything in the store, but one of the main things that I like to do is the Smart Rider drills. Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. It starts getting harder and harder and harder until you get to expert mode. 30% off on this. Ship it out. It comes with the digital drill booklet. We were just talking about exercise before the live stream started, but it does come with the digital version of it. So you can put this on your motorcycle. That's how you set it up. 10 cones, set on your motorcycle, practice in a parking lot. You're going to practice how to maneuver a bike, especially at slow speed. Good job with this. Now we're going to go ahead and power through a lot of these things because you know what the plan method is. We're going to apply that to every situation here. So we're going pretty fast. We hit a deer. We're doing fine. Now that could, if it did hit your shin, it could break your tib fib. So that's not good. After you hit something like this, especially big, you're going to want to pull off on the side of the road and make sure that your bike is actually still functional. Because right now it might be, but you might have some damage. You're starting to leak a lot of fork oil, whatever it is. You might not be able to make it home. So just double check. If you think you can make it home, make it home. If not, see if you can call a buddy to pick you up. Overall, that sucks, but make sure you wear gear. If you notice that he doesn't have any gear, so if he did crash the bike, you're going to have a lot of road rash, a lot of impacts on the elbow, shoulder, and all that stuff. Does have a helmet, because that's why we have a GoPro or something. Has gloves, hopefully some boots and some pants, but definitely not a jacket. Highly recommend getting everything, because part of being a smart rider, I know the text is kind of messed up, is acquiring and using. These parts are the plan method. Rescue is the rescue card and the rescue booklet that we have in the store. It's going to teach you and show you what you need to be doing. And then teaching and mentoring. All right, so we're going through heavy traffic. Watch out, anybody coming over. Rev bombing doesn't really help. Position off to the safety. Don't do that. Wouldn't recommend it. You're gonna hurt your hand, possibly get in trouble. So we're moving through here. Intersection, orange stage. That's gonna, ooh, a little bit of a panic brake. Okay, rider grabbed a handful of front brake, causing him to go down. So how does that happen? So we're gonna explain it just real quickly. So we're coming up to here, maybe a new rider, maybe not paying attention. We're probably, these are the MTC awareness stages, probably zoned out, not paying attention. And then we went to brown stage, panicked. Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to stay in yellow stage, go into orange stage on intersections and stuff, and red stage is that emergency maneuver. So we did an emergency maneuver, but it wasn't the appropriate one. That's why it's called brown stage. So we're coming up to here, scared immediately from that. So we panicked. And so we're going to grab that front brake. And what's happening is that front tire is rotating right now. And that's good because now we're moving forward. But once we apply that front brake, it locks up. And when it locks up, it's going to start sliding on the ground. And then it's going to start sliding left or start sliding right. Right now, it's turning left. So it's going to start sliding in left. And then it's just going to fall over and you're going to lose balance. That's what happens. Didn't have to do that. Maybe paying attention. Face first into the ground. We have a full face helmet. Very good. Nice duck boots. Hopefully, no injuries. But that face hits, and your brain's going to slosh around, so you might have a concussion. See, all these things are preventable. I hope you guys are understanding that. Okay, I'm trying to explain to you what you could be doing differently. So that person maybe shouldn't have been on that road. So there's the impact. Okay, once we see that, we need to go into rescue mode, especially if it's our friends, right? And I automatically go into rescue mode. I like to help anybody. So first we got to remain calm because we're still traveling, right? So remain calm, pull off on the side of the road as best you can. It's their emergency, not yours. If you can, call 911 or tell someone to call 911. Ensure your own safety, pull off to the side of the road so you don't get hit by other traffic. Look for hazards, wear personal protective equipment like nitrile gloves and stuff if you're going to be helping them because they might have blood. Stop any major bleeds. If they start bleeding out, like a leg laceration, whatever it is, direct pressure, tourniquet, or packing the wound if you know how to do that. Highly recommend taking a stop to bleed class. Quickly assess the severity. Check, see if they have any of these symptoms. At the end of the day, all you can really do for treatment is that right there. Stopping external bleeding, lay them down, and keep them warm. There's the impact, not good. Possible broken bones, overall not good. That's why you want to call 911. Let's see what happens here. So if they're walking wounded, that's a good sign. But at the end of the day, I just go ahead and sit down, stay sitting down. Because if they do stand up, their blood pressure could drop, and then they pass out, and then they hit their head from standing, which isn't good. So right leg injuries, hand injuries. Okay. So we're at an intersection. Hopefully nobody hits us from behind. Okay, we're stopped. We're doing good. Nice jacket. Looks warm. Oh, there it is. Once again, intentional blindness. Didn't see us. Just straight up didn't see us. Which doesn't give him an excuse to hit us, but it gives you an understanding. And this is why we wear gear, just in case somebody does this. Ah, my ears. Intersection coming up, orange stage, they're crossing over. Crossing over in our lane, we use an air horn, that's fine. All right, moving on.
Senor Frog.
What do we got here? So good space cushion in front of us, very nice. Rider sees pedestrian, starts to slow down. Oh, we're gonna get hit from behind, aren't we?
Look right there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to exchange some information. Thankfully, it wasn't a high impact.
You had to stop for pedestrians.
Yeah. Guy wants to argue it, but it's like you have to stop for him. There you go, side stand down. It's not bad. I wouldn't want to worry about the deductible. I would, if you have video, just go ahead and get their license plate.
Be good.
Handled it real well.
No.
He's not happy, but he's like, we're just gonna end this. We're not gonna escalate it. We're not gonna. So good job handling this. 'Cause you're not gonna get what you want if you escalate it.
Pay the attention, dude.
Yep. All right, let's see if we can move on. There we go. Going a little fast. Sharp left turn, 25 miles per hour, recommended. It's almost like a U-turn. Somebody was not paying attention to that. You see that dust up? That's going to give you in that remain calm, ensure your own safety mode, and then you can go ahead and help out. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it wasn't a high-speed crash. Somebody picked up the bike already? Nope, bike's way over there. Hey, there's an escape, though. Yeah, just lay down.
Just wait a second, and then when you feel how you're feeling, don't move. Yeah, your ankle looks fucked, bro, right? Something else.
Yeah, that ankle does not look good. Look on the bottom right. See if I can get it where his head's not in the way. Okay, that ankle's probably broken. Not a lot of people can put their leg or their ankle down like that. From sitting like that, it's kind of hard to do.
Your ankle looks fucked, bro, right? Something else could be broken too. Yeah, all right, let me call 911 for you guys.
Yeah, very good. Okay, if you say you're gonna do it, you got to do it. Because if you're just like somebody will call 911, nobody's gonna call 911. It's the whole bystander effect. So either you tell someone to call 911 or you call 911. That's why it's on there. And he's right. If your ankle's that messed up, something else could be messed up too. Okay, that when it talks about mechanism injury and all that stuff, that's exactly it. So insurance, safety, they're doing everything right. I love it. Doing a great job.
You got a phone?
Yeah. I don't know where we're at though.
We're on 9.
Rider ended up with a broken leg. So they're just going to provide first responder treatment. There's no ambulance on scene, so they can't do a transport yet. They usually come a little bit later. But they at least would be able to splint it. All right, here we go. Oh, close call with a deer. Got very close. Let's go back just a little bit so you can see that. There it is. You wouldn't be able to do nothing. Oh dear. You wouldn't have been able to do nothing on that one other than wear gear in case you crashed. Intersection, orange stage, prepped and ready. We're going to lane filter. Not a big deal, especially in Arizona now. What did we hit? What the heck happened? Okay, maybe some gravel, road surface hazard, applied the front brake a little bit too hard. Sometimes that happens. Wear full gear just in case.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, he's leaking
First
a
time I
little
ever
bit.
dropped it.
Oof, this is a Ducati.
25 years.
25 years. Yeah, see, even with 25 years experience, random road surface hazards, random situation, you never know.
Right,
Wear full gear just in case. Not wearing full gear here, just a helmet and gloves. And then we're going to dump the bike, and then that right arm. So a little bit of a concussion. Road surface hazard. or not road surface, road rash. He did not sustain any injuries. Maybe like a level 1 road rash. I mean, how do you not sustain injuries? Can't see the other vehicle coming around the corner. This is why maintaining your skills, you know, as a smart rider, maintains fundamental motorcycle riding skills so we don't have to use the gear that we have. Oh, shit. And then we have this right here. Just in case, everybody, please wear gear. Maintain those skills. And if there was a road surface hazard like gravel and it caused us to crash, we have full gear just in case. So his head is doing well. Imagine soft tissue injuries to your face because you hit that license plate with your cheek. Shorts. Ugh. Kill me checking out these bikes and this happened. All right, what's going to happen here? Oh, car. Oh. People just cannot drive. Yeah. Do a wider turn. He ran over that whole tire. You can see the oh, she ran over the whole tire. All right.
What's that? See that?
Thanks for the timestamps. All right, here we go. We're boxed in. Why am I looking at the bus? Roll off the throttle and don't stay in this spot. You have no escape to the left or the right. You can't accelerate out. All you can do is roll off the throttle or apply the brakes and just like back yourself out of this situation. What's going to happen? See what I mean? Back yourself out. Back yourself out. There you go. I feel like this is like a dubstep song. Okay, bus is coming out. Watch out. New position for safety. Everyone's swerving around. This, as much as I don't like American drivers or honestly any drivers, I would rather drive in America than deal with this. This is terrible. Everyone's just doing whatever they want. Well, thank you so much, Chaos Riders, for putting that video out. We're going to go ahead and watch 2 more videos on this live stream, so make sure you guys check it out. Hit that subscribe button. There's deals in the description if you want to check them out. 30% off of my store, 10% off if you want to get yourself a Cardo unit. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I will be seeing you guys next week, and videos out every weekend. All right, ride safe.